to the CDC, mental health illnesses are the most common health conditions in the U.S. More than 50% of Americans will be diagnosed with a mental illness or disorder at some point in their lifetime. 1 in 5 Americans will experience a mental illness in any given year. And 1 in 25 Americans currently lives with a serious mental illness such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or major depression. So you are Lilly Thompson, and you're an art instructor at Bossier Parish Community College. And there is this new exhibit on the campus called Out of the Darkness. And I wanted to ask you, what inspired you to come up with this type of exhibit?
Well, I do have a personal connection with it that started when I was in college. And I really believe that our college students need to be aware of mental health disorders, and that they need to understand that there are resources and people that want to help them so that they can succeed with earning their degrees.
Okay, and Out of the Darkness, it is a mental health exhibit. How did you come up with the name for this exhibit?
Well, we wanted to leave people with an uplifting note. We didn't want to just say, oh, there are all of these mental health disorders that you can develop in college. And we wanted to give them hope.
Okay.
Out of the darkness. You're not stuck in there.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, all of this, it's a lot of beautiful creative artwork in the gallery here. Who are some of the artists and where are they from?
So we allowed everyone who was in Northwest Louisiana to be able to participate. So it was students and professional artists, anyone who was living here. Mm-hmm. And some local artists that we have in the exhibit, Brett Malone and Caitlin Rose are some, well-known artists in a local area. And I just really like the mix of artists that were able to contribute. I really like that the students were able to have an exhibit with professional artists and really see what they can become.
Okay, so a nice mixture of artists here.
Absolutely.
What I wanted to ask you, there's paintings, there's sculptures, different types of artwork. What does the artwork, what are some of the mental health disorders that it represents?
So we wanted to focus on more reoccurring mental health disorders that are in college, anxiety, depression, but we also had some students who wanted to do it on PTSD, postpartum depression. So if they asked, I let them.
Okay.
If they wanted to create a piece that was unique to their experience, then I wanted to allow them to have that freedom.
Okay, so there are a variety of mental health disorders represented
Absolutely.
in the exhibit. Okay. And this is something that I wanted to ask you. Many times people are afraid to talk about mental health issues. Like, why is that? I mean, people should not be afraid, or it shouldn't be taboo to talk about mental health issues.
I think that we all want to feel like we are independent and strong, that we can do everything on our own. We're self-made, we're self-reliant, and needing help is seen as a weakness. And so I think that's one of the reasons that people don't talk about mental health. But the problem with that, just like anything that you don't talk about, is that you aren't able to get help for it. And you're just suffering alone. So, my idea was that this would make it more, maybe accepted. And I wanted people to see that there are others that are going through the same thing that they are going through. They're not alone. And maybe if they see that there are all of these people going through a similar experience, they will find the courage to seek help. And it doesn't have to be, I always tell people, you don't have to tell people you're going to counseling. You don't have to tell people you're on medication. But I just want people to be able to live a good quality life and to be able to finish their studies here.
Okay. And how can people find out more about the exhibit?
Well, we have a wonderful PR department at BPCC, and so they have a Facebook campaign going. Also, we have it on our website under the Donna Service Gallery. So those would be probably my go-to places to find out more information.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm sure that this exhibit will help a lot of people in a lot of ways. If you suffer from a mental health disorder, you do have access to local resources in your area. And remember, help is available and you don't have to suffer in silence.